I.S.U.P.K.
The black woman is out of control these days. The Christian church and the pastor have taught her to be a whore, to try to run her mouth and try to put the black man out of the house and raise a single family, and that's why we are in the condition we are today.
That's right. That's right.
That's why we got 2 million black men in prison. That's why we got single households. Fathers on child support. But let's get this from the scriptures. Read that, brother.
1 Corinthians 11, verses 3. But I would have you know.
All right. I will have you know. This is Paul speaking. He is saying, I will have you know. Go ahead.
That the head of every man is Christ.
The head of who?
Every man is Christ.
So the order that the Most High has is the head of who?
Christ.
Christ is the head of every man, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Not Big Mama, not your Christian pastor that's a woman, not grandma, not your girlfriend, not your woman that you scared of. Read that again, brother.
The head of every man is Christ.
So Christ is over top of the man. Now give me some more.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Read that again. Read it slow.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So if the man don't make enough money,
the head of the woman is the man.
So if the woman makes the most money and she calling the shots because her pastor says so, what?
And the head of the woman is the man.
So it doesn't matter what you think, black woman. It matters what God says. And he said this. Say it again.
The head of the woman is the man.
That's right.
So the head of every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian household is the black man.
That's right.
Regardless if he have a job or not.
Right.
Keep reading.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ is God, meaning it's a strict order that we have to follow and be under. Give me the next scripture, brother. 1 Timothy 2:11. That's right, because we got to get back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, get back to the original way that we were supposed to be living according to these scriptures. Black men, we have been beaten down in America, and the Christian church has helped your woman turn against you. And I'm here to tell you, God don't like that.
That's right.
God is against a woman running over her man.
Right.
The black man supposed to be leading his household. Whatever he says goes.
Right. And it's in the Bible.
And it's in the Bible.
Right.
Give me that scripture, brother.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verses 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
What did it say?
Let the woman learn in silence.
No, she can say whatever she wants because she got a job.
Let the woman learn in silence.
Shut your damn mouth, black woman.
right.
We are sick of you. We are sick of you trying to run the household because of your Christian pastor has told you to do otherwise. Your Christian pastor does not follow God. He's a liar. He's a molester. He's trying to take your money.
That's right.
You're not supposed to listen to him. You're supposed to listen to your husband. That man that you sleep with every night. Because sex is marriage. Now read that one more time, brother.
Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
With all subjection. Some subjection?
With all subjection.
A little bit.
With all subjection.
But I got paid yesterday and my check bigger than yours.
With all subjection.
But this is my house and my name on the bill.
With all subjection.
With all subjection.
That's right.
Be quiet. Be quiet, black woman.
Right.
We need you to be quiet. We need you to cook that black man a hot meal every single day, regardless if he worked or he didn't work. We need the black woman to zip her lips.
Right.
She is not permitted to speak.
That's
We
right.
don't want to hear her talk.
That's right.
We need her to be sewing clothes, cooking meals from scratch, working and bringing home that check to that black man and making him rich, because we've been beat down in this country. Go ahead.
Verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Hold on, but the black woman can teach because she got a master's degree.
I suffer not a woman to teach.
But she got a bachelor's degree.
I suffer not a woman to teach.
So Paul is saying, what he saying again?
I suffer not a woman to teach.
Black woman, you are not to teach nobody but the children. You're not supposed to be teaching no black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You do not know what you're talking about. You can't run a congregation. You can't even come home from your job without having a nervous breakdown because somebody said something to you. How can you teach the Bible? You're not supposed to teach the Bible. All you pastors that's women, you are out of order. Because God said what?
I suffer not a woman to teach.
So black man, why are you listening to her? Because you scared to get put out your house? Because of that big mouth she got? But God said,
I suffer not a woman to teach.
shut your damn mouth, black woman.
That's right.
Let the black man rule.
Right.
We are the salt of the earth. So lucky.
That's right. And what this brother bringing out is so heavy, man. You got to understand something. Why would the Lord have this put in the Bible? Read that again from the top.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
The Lord said he don't suffer a woman to teach, meaning that God does not permit a woman to teach the Bible. In the Bible, the God of this Bible is not the God you've been taught in your Christian church. The Bible say the Lord is a man of war. What war is it talking about? God is about conflict. The Lord did not make a woman to deal with the conflict of raising a family, to deal with the conflict of keeping your sons out of the streets and your daughters off the stripper pole. The Lord did not put the wisdom in a mother that he put in a father. Why is he saying that? Because the Lord understood that if a woman was in charge of the family, like the woman is running the black household, that there would be 2 million black children in prison. That there would be hundreds of murders of black children murdering other black children in every black city across this country. God understood wisdom, and he did not give that wisdom on how to run a family to a woman. That's protection and love. Our families are completely unprotected and in danger. Our children are being kidnapped, they're being molested, they're being turned out on drugs, everybody going to jail, our neighborhoods are destroyed because the Lord never intended for mommy to be in charge. You understand? Anybody telling a woman that she's supposed to run the family hates our sisters, man. That's hatred. The Lord ain't make no female of any species to be without the male of their species. The lioness has a lion. The tigress has a tiger. The hen has a rooster. The Lord never intended for the female to be on her own. The only woman that God created on this earth that is living her life, trying to live independently of the male of their species, of their race, is the black woman. This is love you hearing about the I.S.U.P.K, because we understand the problems with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans families, and we have the word of the Lord to correct it. Keep dropping it, brother.
Get that priest a hand. That was some heavy knowledge he was bringing out. All right, go ahead, sir. Read that from the top.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Damn right. A woman is not supposed to teach at all. Keep going.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
Read that again.
I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
But to be in what?
In silence.
So a woman is not supposed to usurp authority over a black man.
That's right.
She is not permitted. This is not of the Bible that a woman is supposed to run a black man, because she is running him out the house because he got another woman. He's running him out the house, and those kids are not protected by that black man. Getting molested by the pastor, by all her different men friends that she say that's just a friend. But being molested by her lesbian friends. Go ahead to the next scripture is Ecclesiastes 7:26. That's right. We're going to get you some more, because the black woman is out of control in our community. And Ecclesiastes 7:26. The black woman is out of control, and we are here to get her back in order and put our families back in order. We ain't talking to nobody but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
Everybody else, we do not care about you. The Lord does not care about you. This Bible is only for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The 12 tribes of Israel. Right here on this side, God's chosen people. If you are not on this side, we are not talking to you.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I found more bitter than death the woman.
Read that again.
And I found more bitter than death the woman.
So King Solomon wrote this, and he said he find it more bitter than death than is a woman. The woman, that means when you have somebody in your family die, a woman is worse than that pain that you miss your grandma. A specific type of pain. The pain that you feel with a loved one that's dead, a woman is worse than that. A specific type of woman, Salaki. The Lord is going to tell you what type of woman this is.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose what?
Whose heart is snares and nets.
So this woman, this specific woman that King Solomon is talking about, that's worse than death, she is what?
Snares and nets.
She is a snare in the net. That means she's trying to trap a brother.
Right.
That means she's trying to put this brother on child support because she wearing tight pants and you looking at her, and she's going to set you up, brother. She's going to break your family up. She's going to go after your money. She's going to sleep with your best friend. She's going to do all the wicked things that make you wish that you was dead, or make you feel that somebody has died in your family. Go ahead.
In her hands as bands.
Bands. Her hand is bands, like rubber bands. She is tying brothers up. She want to control a brother. She want to tell you when to come in at night. She want to tell you you can't get another woman. She want to tell you that if you don't do certain things for her, that she gonna put you on child support. She gonna tell you how much money to spend on the kids. What the brother is bringing out is absolutely dynamic, man. First of all, the white man is the goddamn devil of the earth, man. That's the first thing we gotta understand. And the devil of the earth that created a monster, man. And that monster is from the goddamn Black Lagoon, called the black woman, man. You understand? This is what the white man created, man. The white man, they made all black women monsters, man. They made them monsters, man. And then put them against us. Put them against the black and Hispanic man. Read that one more time if I could.
God. And I find more bitter than death the woman.
You understand? I find more bitter than death. You know that feeling you get when a loved one dies, man? You didn't want it. You understand? Your woman is worse than that feeling. You know why? Because you gotta come home to that every goddamn night. You gotta come home to a goddamn big mouth every night for the rest of your life. That is more, Salagi. You gotta get a drinking before you come in your own house.
When you come in your own house, you sitting in the parking lot trying to get your drink on because you got to deal with a goddamn monster in the house, man. From the Black Lagoon.
That's right.
You understand? This is what the white man created. This is what this society pushes on our community, man. A goddamn monster in our homes, man. But we out here to fix that, man. The Bible said the black woman was delicate, man. Was tender and delicate. Can we get that? Can we get that back? Can we fight for that back? The Christian church don't want that, man. The Christian church wants the black woman to rule over the black man. But the hell with that, man. It's more bitter than death. Read on.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
And her mindset is to trap a brother, man. It used to be to build a family. It used to be to start a family, but the whole mindset of a black woman is to what? I'm going to use what I got to get. I'm going to use what I got to get what I want. That's a goddamn trap. That's what the white man society has created, man. We know.
And her hands as bands.
And her hands as bands, utilizing America to push down the black man, to be over the black man. Black man, it's time for you to grow some goddamn nuts, man. Grow some goddamn cojones and rule your relationship. Rule your household. That's the way that God intended it, man. Your kings is depending on you to be a goddamn man. Meanwhile, you got the black woman from the Black Lagoon trying to run the goddamn household. Where that say in the Bible? Where that say in the Bible, the black woman ruling the household? Show me in the Bible. Tell your parents to come down here to this. Where we at? The bus station, okay, and prove it wrong.
St. Paul.
We got St. Paul bus station. We got $100 to any pastor that can prove it wrong. Read on.
I'm gonna give right past the high, y'all.
Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
Man, that means you need to pick up a flyer. That means you need to pick up a flyer, black man. If you want to escape from that monster in your household, the monster from the Black Lagoon, pick up a flyer.
That's right.
Pick up, you two things going. You gonna raise her up in righteousness, or the monster's going to flee.
Right.
If you don't want your son to go to jail, if you don't want your daughter in the strip club and molested by the Christian pastor, and your children getting molested on the choir, and your daughters getting took in the goddamn church, you best believe you need to pick up a goddamn flyer.
Right.
That's what time it is. Go ahead.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
But if we stay up in the Christian church, we gonna get a monster. We stay up in the Christian church, our children are gonna get molested on the choir. If we stay up in the Christian church, our daughters are gonna become hoes in the Christian church.
That's right.
You understand what the brothers bringing out is dynamic? Like, we trying to fix black people, man.
Right.
But when it comes time to fix black people, everybody wanna come down on the youth. Everybody wanna come down on the black man. But can't we correct the black woman? Can we get the women right too? That's what the brothers bringing out, man. Keep dropping it up.
The water, sir. Get that priest and prophet a hand. No, read that scripture that you just read over.
Verse 11. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her.
So it's like read a little bit before that.
God. Whose heart is snares and nets, and her hand as bands. Whoso pleases God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
So if black man, if you sinning against the Most High, you gonna get a wicked woman that put you on child support. If you having sex with another man's woman, you gonna get a woman that put you on child support.
That's
or
right.
give you AIDS.
That's right.
Or give you herpes
That's
for the rest of your life.
Right.
Drake right now got a hoe pregnant, a porn star pregnant, and she is gonna put him on child support for the rest of his life.
That's right.
Because he's a sinner, because he's sleeping with another man's woman, and he having sex with, and you having sex with a woman that's having sex with every man. Come on. Give me, we got some more. Give me 1 Corinthians 14 and 34. Yes, we gonna help y'all black women get in order, because we want the black man to get in order, to take over his household.
That's
But
right.
you gotta be quiet, black woman.
That's right.
You gotta let that man be.
Right.
You can't nag that black man all your life. You can't put him on child support when you get mad at him. And let's hear what Paul said. Go ahead, bro.
1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 34. Let your women keep in silence in the churches.
What did it say?
Let your women keep in silence in the churches.
Now this verse is not talking about the Christian church. I mean, it is. A woman's not supposed to speak the Bible at all or teach the Bible.
That's right.
That is against God. It's saying it right here. So why do we have women pastors? And it's in the New Testament.
Right.
Women, you are not supposed to speak about the Bible. Give that to the men of the Lord in the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
under Commander General Yohanna.
That's right.
Read that again, brother.
Let your women keep in silence in the churches.
That's right. A man wants you to be silent, and God wants you to be silent. You're not supposed to be teaching a man. Your job is to take care of their household, wash some dishes, wash some clothes, cook some meals from scratch.
That's right.
Take care of them kids.
That's right.
Teach your kids not to be whores and pimps and drug dealers. Teach your daughter not to be a whore. Teach her how to be a mother, how to be a wife, so she don't end up being a single mother who is a single mother of kids that murder each other. We have prisons filled up. You know why? Because the black woman thinks she can teach. She can run a household. And the ghettos, all of the ghettos around all over America, they look the same. It's all their mothers and it's kids out there selling drugs. You know why? Because daddy wasn't home. Daddy got put out. Daddy got put out because mama didn't want to listen to daddy. But God said, be silent. Go ahead, keep on reading, brother.
For it is not permitted unto them to speak.
It says it is not permitted, meaning it is not in the law for you to speak. God said you do not speak in the church. It's not, that is unlawful. You are sinning against God when you speak, black women, in the church. When you're trying to teach a black man, Hispanic man, or Native Indian man about those scriptures that your pastor said that you could teach. He is a liar. You leading in a song, doing doing dancing in the church. That is unpermitted in the Bible. That is a violation. You are not allowed to sing, dance, hum. You're just supposed to go in there and listen to your husband. Let's get some more.
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
It says what?
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
That's
Black
right.
women, do you know what obedience is? That means you are listening. That means you are following your husband. That means you are keeping silent. You ain't giving your opinion every 2 minutes. You ain't saying, I work, I got a job, I'm better than you. The bill's on my name. The child support that you pay me I'm going to the club with that. What you doing?
But they are commanded to be under obedience.
You are commanded. That means you better follow what God is saying.
Right.
You better follow what your husband's saying. And this is what God expects you to do. He does not expect you to teach no black man. You are out of order. Keep going.
As also saith the Lord.
Who?
As also saith the Lord.
No, your pastor.
The Lord.
No, the man at work that's your husband, your work husband.
The Lord.
The law. Go, give me Ephesians 5:22. 35. Let me get 35. Select.
And if they will learn anything,
What?
and if they will learn anything,
Black women, if you're gonna learn anything, go ahead.
let them ask their husbands at home. Let them ask their husbands at home.
Ask your damn husband at home. Do not go to the church on Sunday asking that rapist, molester, pastor, crooked pimp about the scriptures. Because first of all, he don't know the scriptures. But it says what?
If they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home.
You're supposed to learn the Bible from your husband at home. And your husband at home is that man you slept with last night. On Friday night when y'all was at the club and that man you brought home and he bought you 5 drinks. That's your husband. That man you opened your legs to, that's your husband, black women. And you don't get to choose another one. The Christian church tell you you get to be forgiven if, I made a mistake. God ain't say that. Your lying pastor said that.
That's right.
That man you had sex with last night, that's your husband.
That's right.
And that's the man you should be following, and that's the man you should be learning under. And even if you 15, you 17, y'all went behind the school, being fast, whatever you wanted to call it, you snuck him, black women, you snuck him in the house while your mama was gone, guess what? That's your husband from now on.
That's right.
And you are under subjection, all subjection to that black man. Keep reading, brother.
For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church.
It is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. If you go to church and you got a woman pastor, or you get a old black woman with that big ass hat on, and she let me speak my testimony. It is what?
For it is a shame. For it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church.
It's a shame for that black woman to speak in the church.
That's right.
She shouldn't. A black woman should not speak in church. She should be learning these scriptures from her husband, from that man that she had sex with, because that's her man forever. Divorce is not permissible in this Bible, thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
Get to the next scripture, brother, Ephesians 5:22. Black woman, we gonna get you in order. Come over here and support this truth. Get a flyer. We got classes
That's right.
at the Ocean View Library in Norfolk. These brothers, these are strong brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General Yohanna. We got women that submit to us. We got women that are silent. We got women that's not trying to teach us because and we are building households. We have women that help men running households the proper way, according to the laws of God. She is not overstepping her boundaries. She is not speaking loud. She is not taking these men into child support. She's not doing that because she understands the law. And brothers, you need to teach your wives. It is permissible for a man to have more than one wife. And if your woman is saying you got to get out the house because you get more than one wife, she is a monster. That's what most of y'all mothers threw y'all daddies out because he had another woman. Where is that in the Bible that he couldn't have another woman? King David had multiple women. King Solomon had multiple wives. Gideon had multiple wives. We come from Jacob, which had 4 wives that we come from the 12 tribes of Israel. So where is that? You are listening to the white man, the goddamn devil that the Bible speak of. You are listening to your Christian pastor who is lying, just wanting your woman's money and wanting to sleep with your wife, your daughter, and even your son, and molest her. Go ahead, brother, you got it.
Ephesians 5, verses 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
It says wives. Wives with an S. Brothers can have more than one wife, as I said. Now it says, to what?
Submit yourselves unto your own husband.
What is submit? Submit means follow your husband. Follow that man that you slept with last night, or you've been sleeping with, having a fling with, and y'all just ain't calling it a relationship. You are married according to the laws of the Bible, according to God. Sex is marriage, and you should follow that man. If you can submit yourself and open your legs, black woman, you can listen to that black man. You can give him your whole paycheck and let him run the decisions in that house, because the woman is not permitted to have no authority over a black man in his household. Keep going, bro.
As unto the Lord.
As unto who?
As unto the Lord.
Black women, you're supposed to follow your husband just like you say you love God. Your Lord is your husband. Is that man that you had sex with last night.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works up.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs. I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, boy, this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?